Why the Galaxy S26 Ultra might be Samsung's smartest move yet. I, for one, would be genuinely pleased if Samsung decides to skip the under-display camera on the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Since its debut in 2021 on the Galaxy Z Fold 3, this technology has been met with mixed reactions. While the under-display selfie camera is nearly invisible to the average consumer, its performance has consistently lagged behind traditional front-facing cameras, particularly when it comes to clarity and image quality. Over the years, there have been recurring rumors suggesting that this technology might eventually make its way to the Galaxy S series. However, a recent leak is now challenging that assumption. According to prominent Korean tipster U122, Samsung did, at one point, intend to integrate an under-display selfie camera in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Yet, due to cost concerns and engineering limitations, that plan may be on hold, if not scrapped entirely. It's worth noting that U122 doesn't always back up their claims with solid sources, so it's wise to take this leak with a healthy dose of skepticism. That said, the rumor aligns with several other unconfirmed reports that hint at Samsung reevaluating the inclusion of this camera tech in the S series. But here's the real question. Would leaving out the under-display camera actually be a good thing? From a user experience standpoint, absolutely. Unlike the Galaxy Z Fold series, which features both an under-display camera on the inner folding display and a high-quality traditional selfie camera on the outer screen, the Galaxy S lineup doesn't have a secondary option. That means any compromise in camera quality would directly impact video calls, selfies, and facial recognition performance. Samsung initially promoted the Z Fold's under-display camera for video conferencing rather than selfie photography, clearly aware of its limitations. Tech reviewers, including my former colleague Ryan Whitwam, have consistently criticized the camera's underwhelming results. Whitwam noted the fuzzy quality of photos in his Galaxy Z Fold 6 review, the fourth iteration to feature the technology, suggesting there's little reason to believe it'll significantly improve in time for the S26 Ultra. Even if Samsung does eventually manage to refine the under-display camera, launching it in the Galaxy S26 Ultra could backfire. Consumers expect flagship-level performance and such a visible dip in image quality, even compared to budget Android devices, would be a step backward. This is especially relevant given that Galaxy Club recently reported Samsung intends to continue refining the under-display camera tech for the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Clearly, the foldable line will remain the testbed for this experimental feature, which is a smart move. On another note, the S Pen may be changing forever. Just a few months ago, I argued that Samsung made a practical choice by removing Bluetooth functionality from the S Pen on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Most users never took advantage of those niche features like gesture controls, remote camera shutter operation, or media playback control. It was overkill. Now, it appears Samsung is taking this simplification even further. Reports suggest that the Galaxy S26 Ultra might not feature a built-in S Pen silo at all. Don't panic, this doesn't mean the S Pen is going away. More likely, Samsung will still include the stylus in the box or sell it as a separate accessory, similar to its approach with Galaxy tablets. Instead of housing the S Pen internally, the S26 Ultra might support magnetic attachment on the side of the phone, much like how the Apple Pencil attaches to an iPad for charging and storage. Samsung already uses this approach with its tablet lineup, so the concept is tried and tested. The removal of the stylus silo would free up substantial internal space. On a modern smartphone, where every millimeter counts, this could lead to major enhancements in other departments. One obvious benefit? A significantly larger battery. Battery life is finally getting the attention it deserves. If the latest leaks are accurate, the S Pen's removal might allow Samsung to implement a much larger battery. In fact, there are whispers of a groundbreaking 7,000 mAh silicon-carbon battery being tested for the Galaxy S26 Ultra. That's a huge leap from the 5,000 mAh cells that have become the standard in recent Galaxy Ultra models. To put things in perspective, some mid-range Chinese smartphones are already shipping with denser 6,000 mAh batteries, and they manage to be slimmer than the S25 Ultra. This makes Samsung's apparent battery stagnation in recent years all the more disappointing. But with this new direction, the company seems ready to step up its game. Removing the S Pen's Bluetooth features was likely a litmus test to gauge user response. As expected, very few users noticed or cared about the missing features. Similarly, the decision to externalize the S Pen instead of embedding it within the device may upset a small group of stylus loyalists, but the overall trade-off, more battery, better camera hardware, and improved internal efficiency, could benefit everyone. Samsung is also rumored to be ditching the 3x telephoto lens on the S26 Ultra. Combined with the removal of the S Pen silo, this opens the door for meaningful hardware changes, such as the inclusion of a new main camera with variable aperture technology, a feature that adds versatility in different lighting conditions and scenarios. What's happening with One UI 7 and Android 15? On April 7th, Samsung began rolling out the stable One UI 7 update to select Galaxy smartphones. This new version is based on Android 15 and comes with a host of performance upgrades, interface enhancements, and AI-powered features. But before you rush to install it, here's a word of caution. Samsung has issued a warning to users of the Galaxy S25 series. The popular Microsoft SwiftKey keyboard app could cause compatibility issues on One UI 7, potentially leading to data loss or system instability. If you're using SwiftKey as your default keyboard, you may want to switch back to Samsung Keyboard or Google's Gboard until a fix is rolled out. Beyond the SwiftKey issue, One UI 7 introduces several impressive features. The update includes the new Galaxy AI Writing Assistant, which can enhance grammar, rephrase text, and summarize call transcripts. You can now convert call recordings to text and receive concise summaries directly in your call log, a useful addition for professionals and everyday users alike. The interface has been refined as well, with updated icons, a new Now bar on the lock screen, and smarter photo and video editing tools. These improvements aim to make everyday tasks more intuitive and efficient. As for the rollout, the update began in Korea and is scheduled to reach the US and other global markets starting April 10th. If you own a Galaxy S24, Z Fold 6, or Z Flip 6, you'll likely be among the first to receive it. To check availability, head to your device's settings, software update, download, and install. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and have sufficient battery before starting the update. The camera system: fewer lenses, higher quality. Another intriguing development. What are your thoughts on these rumored changes? Would you miss the built-in S Pen, or prefer a bigger battery instead? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates on all things Samsung. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.